She simply wished me gone from the Kolkari wilds so she could prepare her ritual in peace. A disturbing thought.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
Once, Flemeth was a mage. This was before the time of the Circle of Magi, but she wielded magical power of the same sort that all the ancient shamans did. 'Twas no different. She summoned a demon and made it part of her, and became an abomination, one that has thrived. Whether Flemeth has always been the demon, or mastered it, or they are one, I truly do not know. No matter what she is, her body still ages and will not sustain her forever. So she must find new bodies. I am to be the next new body in a very long line.
And you had no idea? I'm so sorry.
Do not be sorry. I am not. I am angry. There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
Perhaps you should talk to her about it first?
And what would that do? At best, I would receive pointless reassurances. At worst, Flemeth would imprison me once she became aware I know what I do. I know my mother well enough to be confident she would show no mercy when it came to her own survival. I must do the same.
Kill Flemeth? Isn't that a little extreme?
It may seem so. If you think of Flemeth as a mother, think of her instead as an ancient abomination that intends to use her own flesh and blood to extend her life beyond all natural limits. She did not wish anyone to get a hold of this information, least of all me. Now I have. If I do not act on what I know, then more the fool am I.
Why do you need my help?
Because if she is slain while I am near, I am not certain that she will not simply be able to take possession of me right there. So obviously I cannot be the one to do it.
Can this not wait until another time?
Another time? Would you wait on such a matter? How do I not know that Flemeth is not making preparations to steal my body even as we speak? No, this cannot wait until another time. I will not wander the countryside waiting for Flemeth to act and do nothing about it. If I must, I will find a way to deal with this on my own. I do not wish to. I find myself enjoying the time I've spent with you, but if you force me to go, then I will.
Baby, we aren't high enough level yet, honey. She's like a level 30 dragon. We're like level 8, girl. We got to do the XP, honey. Very well, I'll help you if I can.
Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kokari Wilds without me. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
Do I have a time limit on this?
Not really, but the sooner the better, no?
Are you serious? Kill Flemeth, the Witch of the Wilds.
She would like everyone to think she is invincible, but I highly doubt that is the case. And besides that, you are not truly killing her.
I'll see what I can do.
I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
-2, because she was real mad. She got real mad that one thing. So all the pluses I got, she still had a -2. Yeah, there's no real time limit, but she was all like...
What's on your mind?
I'd like to ask you something about the circle.
I will answer to the best of my ability.
Why didn't you stay at the tower?
The circle is in good hands. Irving knows what to do, and he doesn't need me underfoot. For now, I will support those that battle the Darkspawn. I do feel I left things unfinished in Ostagar. There is so much left to do, and I would be part of it.
I'm glad for your company.
The Grey Wardens, all 2 of you, need all the help you can get. I will see this through to the bitter end, and after that, if I am still left standing, then I will return to the Circle.
I'm sure you'll be able to return if you so choose.
Perhaps.
Aw, I love Win.
What's on your mind?
I want to ask something about the Circle again.
I will answer to the best of my ability.
How did you become a mage?
People don't become mages. They are born mages. The talent just surfaces later. But you are asking how I ended up at the Circle. I was brought there by the Templars, just like many of the other apprentices. I don't remember very much. I was very young then.
Okay. What about your family?
I didn't have a family. I never knew my real parents. My earliest memory was of hiding in a hayloft on a farm, trying to keep warm. I was found, and the farmer's wife was kind enough not to send me away. But they had children of their own, and I was never made to feel welcome. The eldest son was the worst. He was always calling me a stray, and throwing anything he could get his hands on at me. And I don't know how it happened, but one day, he just found his hair on fire. Fortunately, there was a large trough nearby.
Was he seriously hurt?
I had singed his hair and eyebrows, but injured little other than his pride. Who knows what they would have done to me had he been more seriously hurt. Thankfully, all I had to endure was a few nights locked in a cold barn with a bowl of water and a crust of bread. The Templars arrived several mornings later.
What happened when you arrived at the tower? Or were the Templars mean to you?
One of them ignored me, but the other was kind to me. He gave me sweets and even sat me on his shoulders once when I wanted to look over a high wall that ran along the road. I'll never forget the moment the Templars led me into the entrance hall of the tower. I had never seen anything so grand in my life. I stopped being afraid then. I knew I was home.
That's a great story.
Well, that's about all there is to my tale. That's how I came to the Circle.
What was life like in the tower?
I would be lying if I said it was easy. First, there were rules, and we were constantly watched to make sure we behaved appropriately. Then there was the study of magic. We had to cast the spells just so, control the effects completely. A single word spoken incorrectly, a gesture out of sync, and lack of focus. And we needed to have perfect focus, or we would be in danger.
Danger from what?
From Fade spirits. If we were careless, they would enter our minds, and we would become abominations. Without the Circle and my mentors, I would not have been where I am today. And there was joy in life at the Circle. The joys of fellowship, in knowing that you were not alone in your struggles. In spite of everything, I was happy in the tower, and I loved it. What's on your mind?
I was thinking about being a Grey Warden.
Is something troubling you?
Everyone expects so much from me.
No one said it would be easy. You are one of the 2 surviving Grey Wardens in Ferelden. You defend all of us, and much rests on your shoulders. It may not mean much to you, but thank you for having the courage to continue to fight.
I will be ready when the time comes.
And that gives me hope.
Yay.
Have you heard much about the Grey Wardens of old?
I know they were more respected in the old days.
It was said that watching the Wardens ride in on their white griffins was enough to rouse a weary heart and put the dance back in the step of an old man. The Grey Wardens were powerful, feared and respected. But they also inspired the common people. I remember a tale that was told to me many years ago.
Does the story have griffins in it?
Maker's mercy, it's like talking to a child.
So does it have griffins in it or not?
Yes, there are griffins in this story. Yay! The blight had ravaged the land for months, and the armies of the great kings had amassed for one last stand. As the sun burst through the clouds that boiled and churned in the dark sky above, it illuminated a vast, seething horde of darkspawn, with the archdemon at its head. And it was then, when courage seemed to fail, and all lost to death and despair, that the Grey Wardens came. They arrived with the beating of wings like mighty war drums, and stood before the armies of men.
Oh, hi, Mom. Cool old fart in chat is my mom, guys. Everyone say hi to my mom. And what happened then?
The Grey Wardens, grim and fearless, marched forth, ever between the men and the encroaching darkspawn. They formed a shield of their own bodies and held that line until the archdemon was dead, and the last darkspawn lay trampled in the dirt. And then, demanding neither reward nor recognition for their sacrifice, the Grey Wardens departed. When the clouds finally rolled back, and the sun shone full upon the blighted ground, the great kings knew that they had lost no men, and none of their blood had been spilled.
When did this happen?
This is a tale about no battle the Grey Wardens have fought, and yet about them all. They have always defended us from the Darkspawn, taking losses so we do not have to. People may have forgotten over the centuries, but nothing has changed. This knowledge has been blessing and burden to Grey Wardens past, and now it shall be your blessing and your burden.
God, her stories are so good. I love Wynn.
What's on your mind?
As a Grey Warden, I'll never lead a normal life, will I?
No, you won't.
Wow. I could try, but it wouldn't work.
No, it wouldn't, would it? Being a Grey Warden is in your blood now. You can't escape it. You wonder sometimes, don't you? If your life would be better if you weren't who you are.
A little.
When I was a young woman in the tower, I came to the realization that the circle would be my life, and I would know no other. Family, love, a simple life. These were things that others took for granted, that I would never have.
And this upset you?
It made me very moody. All I could think of was being trapped in that tower with no way out and no end in sight. I started hating my life and myself, and one night I found myself in the tower's chapel. I was seeking refuge, maybe answers.
Did you find anything?
I must have looked tearful or made some noise, because the revered mother came out and decided to speak to me. And because I had no one else to talk to, I talked to her. I must have said many silly things, but she told me that the Maker puts us all on our paths for a reason, and fighting our intended course is what causes so much anguish.
And that, I think she's right.
I thought the old biddy was full of rubbish. I was 15, maybe 16, and I knew everything. So I left, but I always found my way back to that chapel. And as the years passed, I began to see the truth of her words. We were supposed to be polar opposites, mage and priest. But we weren't. There was much about us that was the same.
I suppose priests have to give up a lot too.
The revered mother had lived in the chantry all her life, as I had been in the tower for all of mine. She taught me that you can find your family in the people around you, that you can love your work and find fulfillment in duty. And there is joy even in self-sacrifice. If you put others before yourself, then their well-being is yours, and their happiness is your happiness.
It won't be easy to live that way.
You can scream and cry and be angry about life as a Grey Warden, or you can accept it and allow yourself to see the good in it. This is your choice.
Aw, I love Wynn. Her conversations are so good.
What's on your mind?
When I something about the circle.
I will answer to the best of my ability.
Never mind. She's like a good grandma.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed. Let's go get Shale. Or do a random encounter first.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Take you to them?
Trap right ahead.
Where? Go disable it. Why would there be a trap there?
Trap right ahead.
Assassin.
The Grey Warden dies here!
Liliana, come on, girl. Jeez. Okay, you gotta get the mage down. Freezer. Okay. Healing. Okay, zap that bitch. Okay. That lion bitch is down. Okay, Morgan, they are lined up beautifully for you, honey. Just go ahead and do that. Okay, Wynn, I'm dying, so please help! Okay, what does this new ability do? The critical shot?
I got it!
Okay, another one down. Okay, keep focus firing. Okay, get that one down. Man, I'm just getting fucked.
Ready.
I've been paralyzed like the whole time. Okay, get Zephyrin down, please. Okay. Alright, go ahead and heal. Alrighty then. Okay, I will run around to get those fuckers. And then y'all work on Zephyrin, which is right there.
Good shot.
Okay, he's down. Get that guy down. Okay, get the crippling shot.
Defend yourself.
Scattering shot. Okay, he's down. You guys work on that guy. As I take a nap. What am I doing? Fine, I will keep doing this over here. Okay, y'all work on that guy. Alright, it's exhausting being the tank, okay? Takes it out of you.
Yes, let us
I
end
am
this.
your death.
Okay, get him.
Alright, battle it is then.
Ha ha! Assassinate me, will ya? The elven assassin is unconscious but alive. You could tie him up and talk to him if you wished. It's his... Wait a minute. His face is buried in that guy's ass right now.
I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
He's like crouched right on that guy's dick. I have some questions.
Ah, so I'm to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
What are the Antivan Crows?
I can tell you that. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva, very powerful and renowned for always getting the job done, so to speak. Someone went to great expense to hire this man.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous.
You came all the way from Antiva?
Not precisely. I was in the neighborhood when the offer came. The Crows get around, you see.
Who hired you to kill us?
A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logan, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
Does that mean you're loyal to Logain?
I have no idea what his issues are with you. The usual, I imagine. You threaten his power, yes? Beyond that, no, I am not loyal to him. I was contracted to perform a service.
And now that you've failed that service?
Oh, well, that's between Logan and the Crows, and between the Crows and myself.
And between you and me.
Isn't that what we're establishing now?
When were you to see him next?
I wasn't. If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the Crows would have informed your Logan of the results, if he didn't already know. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the Crows are concerned. No need to see Logan then.
If you had failed.
What can I say, huh? I am an eternal optimist. Although the chances of succeeding at this point seem a bit slim, don't they? No, I don't suppose you'd find that funny, would you?
How much were you paid?
I wasn't paid anything. The crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest.
Then why are you one?
Well, aside from a distinct lack of ambition, I suppose it's because I wasn't given much of a choice. The crows bought me young. I was a bargain, too, or so I'm led to believe. But don't let my sad story influence you. The crows aren't so bad. They keep one well supplied. Wine, women, men, whatever you happen to fancy. Though the whole severance package is garbage, let me tell you. If you're considering joining, I'd really think twice about it.
Why are you telling me all this?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Aren't you at least loyal to your employers?
Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
I'm not done questioning you yet.
Very well. Ask, and thou shalt receive.
I want a cheesecake. Oh, alright, I'm done with questions.
Then, unless you're quite stuck on cutting my throat or something equally gruesome, perhaps you'd care to hear a proposal.
Talk, but no, I'm watching you closely.
Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the crows pause. So, let me serve you instead.
Can I expect the same amount of loyalty from you?
I happen to be a very loyal person. Up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing. In which case, I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
And what's to stop you from finishing the job later?
To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
Won't they come after you?
Possibly. I happen to know their wily ways, however. I can protect myself as well as you. Not that you seem to need much help. And if not, well, it's not as if I had many alternatives to start with, is it?
What do you want in return?
Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
Why would I want your service?
Why? Because I am skilled at many things, from fighting to stealth and picking locks.
Okay, you're in.
I could also warn you should the Antivan crows attempt something more sophisticated, now that my attempts have failed. I also know a great many jokes. 12 massage techniques, 6 different card games. I do wonderful at parties, no?
Very well, I accept your offer.
A fine plan. But I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
That's excellent advice for anyone.
Welcome, Zevran. Having an Antivan crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Oh, you are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
Or maybe not.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Sorry, not right now, buddy. Need Liliana for now. Morgan disapproves. Of course she does. When doesn't she disapprove?
It has begun.
Letter?
I shall do it.
Friends of Red Ginny.
Very well. It shall be done.
Deep mushroom. Okay, loot the roots up there, and then I think we're good. How come other games of the series aren't as good as this one? This one was made before EA. They released it just after the buyout. And all the other games were made after EA. So do the math. What is the difference between the first game and the other two games? What is different? I know. The ones without EA is good. The ones after EA, bad. There could never be a coincidence there. Yeah, Mass Effect 2 and Dragon Age Origins were so late in development when EA bought them. They didn't have enough time to fuck with it too much. So they were still good. I hear Darkspawn. Get him!
Now we do battle.
Just end this!
Must have victory.
Oh, this could be good.
Yeah, it was EA's idea to make the second game in a year instead of this game, which took 5 years. And that's why the second game was so unfinished and rushed. Uh-oh. Alright, bring it. Oh god, there's so many Darkspawn. Do a critical shot on that one.
Good to go! No mercy!
Morgan, you really need some AoE spells.
So be it.
Another battle I see.
Yeah, freeze his ass.
Lost the end. You shall pay! I am your death!
Oh no, you don't. Freeze his ass.
I see.
Win. Shatter him. Never mind.
Alright, battle it is then.
Okay, you need to heal me.
Let us end this.
Back!
Give Morgan some more mana, please.
Hurry!
I never liked this part.
On my way. So be it.
Another battle I see.
Where are you going, buddy?
I shall do it.
Venom. Skinlock. I enjoyed Inquisition. It had some flaws and stuff too, because they were really pushing. EA for some reason made them push multiplayer really hard, which was like key required. Now the problem is everyone tries to 100% the hinterlands before moving on, but the hinterlands is the longest, most dull area, so
Very
people
well.
burn out in the first area. Oh god, okay. Focus fire.
Shall be done.
Yeah, I like the tactical view and coming back in Inquisition. The only problem I had with Inquisition was you had a bazillion abilities and only like 8 hotkeys. So you had to only equip 8, and that was it. You had no choice. Okay, Morgan, make that guy cower in fear.
An order.
Goodbye. Okay, you have got to heal me, girl. Oh, man. Okay, give Morgan some more mana. Heal again. Oh, God, girl. Okay. I'm holding it in there, but barely.
Time to die.
Right away.
Quickly, we must fight! Help me!
Okay, you need to drink a potion.
Yes, cross me.
Regen.
You shall pay.
Into heal.
You
Okay, Morgan. Hex him.
cannot win.
Freeze his ass.
Sometimes. You force our
Get the
hand.
next guy. So many damn archers. Okay, keep pushing. Yeah, we're in Shale's village right now.
We are victorious again.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Well, thank you, lady. Nice bolts. Yeah, I beat Journey to Savage Planet. It was okay. It was a decent little game. I liked it. Broken chest.
Right away. On my way.
Getting lots of gold, silver from these guys, which is good. Ooh, there's a newt. I love a newt. Note from Honlith Village Council. Gives me experience. They turned me into a newt. But I got better. Now I got a key over there. Let me see if this opens this chest over here. Olaf's chest. So we picked up a key, so hopefully it opens this. It did. Olaf's prized cheese knife. Okay. A cheese knife. Great. I've never played Chrono Trigger. I'm praying they remake it sometime and re-release it with full voice acting and stuff. I know. I'm holding out for.
It shall be done.
I'm holding out for them to make it with full voice acting. Chrono Trigger Reforged, because the game isn't very long, is it? It's kind of a short one, right? Continue.
This is a golem, I believe. Damaged, perhaps beyond repair. There may be a way to reactivate it, though that is not necessarily wise.
Dulefgar! Nothing happens. Apparently either the rod is not working or the code word is incorrect. Well, let's take a peek-see into the tower over here.
It is be.
Yeah, like 30-40 hours for an RPG is pretty short for like a old school RPG like that, so that's what I mean by not very long. It's still a decently length game. It's just not long by Japanese RPG standards.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Short bow. Alright, saving. Let's go with shield wall. I don't need the other form anymore.
Very well.
Get in there.
Shall be done.
Oh, the damn dark spawn. Burn them. Everyone target that guy. Go ahead and heal me. Jen. And give me a defensive buff, please. Everyone focus on that guy. Uh-oh. Taunt! Woo! I really need Morgan to get a goddamn fireball. Freeze! He moved out of the free. Okay, I'm gonna light myself on fire too. It's fine. Wind's got me. Right, Wind? You got me, right?
Watch out!
I tried to be merciful. Goodbye. Medium or higher armor rating. Without any chance of inflicting regular critical hits. Really? You can't critically hit? Yeah. This one replaces it. Invigorating fire. The archer takes a resting stance. Generating stamina with each successful shot. Much increase the amount of stamina that's regenerated. Activating any talents will cancel the stance. Yeah, let's leave that off. How about enemy Target party member, main character, usability, critical shot. Yeah, it looks like a noob trap. Crits are too good. Yeah, I'm using a mod that gets rid of rapid shot, but for some reason she still has it. I need to respec her.
Win!
I have to install the respec mod so that way I can fix her.
Here comes trouble!
We're on Nightmare difficulty. And we are... This party makeup's really good, so we're going to be able to take
Shall be
on
done.
even the hardest fights, but
It shall be done.
the hardest fights will require lots of micromanagement. This group right here is really good. And when I get Morgan to be better, I'll fix her.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Are you sure, baby? Yeah, I'm going to install a mod that lets you respec. Because some characters are useless with their current specs. The optimal party is 1 tank and 3 mages. Because mages are gods. Yeah, archers can, like, do a lot of damage to a single target. But mages can just be like, see that whole group of enemies over there? Yeah, I'll usually actually do need one rogue to unlock shit. Other than that. And you usually want one person doing physical damage anyway.
As you say.
Wilhelm's Special Brew. I'm gonna probably like that. Yeah, one of my favorite openings with 3 mages is to go Firestorm, Lightning Storm, Ice Storm, and then cause that big, massive AoE thing that destroys everything. It's like dead. Yeah, everything in this game is fully voiced. Every even minor interaction is fully voiced. Get the caster. Always go for the archer.
It shall be done.
Gotta get that archer down. Super important. Morgan, babe, can you stun them? Okay, she's down. Okay, just like mages are really strong in your party, they're also the strongest enemies, so you gotta get the mages down ASAP, or the mage will fuck up your whole day. The enemy mages are the worst.
I am
Try to be merciful.
Okay, everyone, let's focus on this guy. Back up a little bit. Okay. Keep attacking though. Morgan, I need you to get better position, girlfriend. Roast him. Uh-oh. Make him freeze. Okay, Win, please go ahead and heal us. Woo! And heal. Get me reaching. Let's go ahead and... You're fired. Get him! Yeah. Load save data is the strongest time spell in the game.
Now we do battle. It's begun.
It's the most OP spell in any game.
Very well. Good. Another down.
Yeah, the ability to control time and reload to a earlier state is always good. Decades-old letter. Promises of Pride, decades-old letter. Madam, I can assure you the Circle of Magi is not a sacrilegious institution, and that, indeed, we operate under the supervision of the Chantry. It would make our investigation of your husband's death much easier if you would simply cooperate with us. I am disappointed to hear that you sold the Golem's activation rod. I understand both it and your husband were of invaluable aid to King Merrick during the war against Orlais. Without the rod, we cannot discern whether William's Golem was responsible for his murder. The Golem will simply have to remain where it is, unless the villagers can find a means to destroy it. Our condolences to you and your son for your loss. I imagine it is of little consolation to you, but your husband is much admired here and will be missed. Maker keep you. Is he gonna put Shane in the party? Shane? Mistress Matilda, the council has unanimously agreed to put you in charge of decorations for Hanley's upcoming harvest festival. We all adored what you did with the village for the winter solstice. As usual, the statue must be adorned with items that capture the essence of the season. Iris kindly offered the use of her wide-brimmed straw hat with the berries and daisies and would love to see it on the statue. Farmer Goodman will also donate some of his baby pumpkins. We think a garland of small pumpkins and ribbons draped about the statue's shoulders would be lovely. Whatever you decide, it would be splendid. I'm sure we're all looking forward to it. That's related. Friends of Red Jenny. The task was never promised to be easy. You said you could enter the circle tower and you were believed. Find the small painted box in the first Enchanter Irving's office. Delivers the door marked in Denerim as agreed. Or be prepared to find yourself hunted across Ferelden. Friends of Red Jenny. To block out false leads.
I shall do it. Very well.
Glowing crystal. Hello there.
By the Maker, we're saved!
You weren't sent by the ban, were you? To save us?
I doubt anyone thought you were still alive.
I suppose I should be grateful that someone came at all, then. Thank you. But if you weren't sent by someone, why are you here? If you don't mind me asking.
I bought a control rod, but it doesn't work.
A control rod? Do you mean the one for Shale?
I think you mean Shane, according to chat.
That damnable golem brought us nothing but trouble. My mother sold the rod years ago after it killed my father, and good riddance.
Killed your father? What do you mean?
My father's name was Wilhelm, mage to the Isles of Redcliffe and a hero in the war against Orlais, and what did he get? One day, my mother found him outside the tower, with so many broken bones she could barely recognize him, and Shale standing over him just like it is now. My father deserved better than that. But if you really want to wake Shale up, well, it's yours now.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this golem?
My mother never talked about it much. I was just a small child when my father died. Look, I know you probably have more important things on your mind, but I really need your help. I know you already saved my life, and I'm grateful, but my daughter is inside the laboratory. She was afraid and ran too far in before I could stop her. I don't know how she made it past my father's defenses. One of the men tried to go after her. He was killed, but you could find her, couldn't you?
What killed this man who went after her?
There are defenses my father put down here to keep strangers out. I knew about the barrier, I had the key for that, but the rest of it, well, we never came down here. Ever.
How do you even know she's still alive?
I don't, it's true. I'm terrified that something's happened to her and she's lying in there, injured. I can't leave here until I know for certain. Surely you can understand that.
I want to know how to activate that golem.
How to activate it? We just used the control rod and the code phrase. Or did Mother give them the wrong one? I wouldn't be surprised. She said she never wanted to see Shale activated again. If so, I'll gladly tell you the proper phrase. Just save my little girl, I'm begging you!
Alright, I'll look for her.
You will? Thank the Maker! My father's laboratory is just past the next area, I think. She has to be there.
If I yell at her, Win and what's-her-face will be like, you can't do that. That's mean, but whatever. I don't like that. Were all the voice actors this good? Was this a mod? Mods rarely add voice acting.
It has begun. It shall be done.
This is just the base game. Uh-oh. I sense undead. Uh-oh.
As
Okay,
you say.
taunt. Focus fire on that one.
As you say.
No quarter can be done.
Yeah. As you
Okay, and then... One down. All right, boom, baby. Gotta love mages.
I'll try to be
Oh, yeah.
merciful.
Mages are the only ones that can AoE too. Strength, dex, dexterity, and attack. That's like, I think I should give that to Liliana, though. Definitely DPS ring. Give that to her.
Allow me.
Yeah,
I can
two-handers
do
can
that for
AoE a little, but it's nowhere near
What now?
mage AoE.
Yes, of course.
I'll take all that. Are those better for you guys? Nope. Nope. You're damn good, Win. The Journal of Enchanter Wilhelm. Ooh, that's long. Okay, if you want to read it, you can pause and read it. It'll be up on my YouTube page, so people can read it there. Small flawed ice crystal.